wonderful world it would be if everyone felt like this. But most of us usually feel like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and miserable people. It was 1997, a Saturday night. I was home alone again. And I realized I was stuck in a life I didn't want. My boyfriend, who was my best buddy, had left me. My job, I hated. And after 10 years of living in a tiny apartment, I was sick and tired of hearing my neighbors through the cardboard wall. I was feeling like this. With thoughts like, I'm miserable. I have no life. I'm all alone. The only fun I had is when I went biking on the weekends. And it got to the point where I just wanted to run away from my life and just bike. So I did. I quit my job to bike across the country. I went from feeling like this to this. Biking is a passion of mine. And once I started living my passion, I felt great. And when the trip ended, I felt exhausted. I just spent 2 months riding from San Francisco to New Hampshire on a bike. The kind that pedals. I now wanted to find a job that I was just as passionate about as biking. But I just didn't know what that was. I went from feeling like this, back down to this. With thoughts like, I'm miserable, I have no life, I'm all alone. I had so many ideas of starting up my own business, but whenever I mentioned them to someone, they would say something like, you can't do that. You don't have the experience, you don't have the ability. And every time I wanted to pursue a career that I thought would be exciting, I heard myself say, you're not smart enough. You need to be practical. You need to be realistic. If only I had a best buddy to encourage me, maybe I wouldn't have wanted to run away from my life again, which is what I did. I took off to Atlanta for 6 months. Why Atlanta? It was warm there and cold here. And I heard they had a lot of single men out there. When I was out there, I was working many different temp jobs. Some were great, some were awful. I was feeling like this. I searched and searched for my passion, but I just couldn't find it. Before leaving Atlanta, I went to my very first Toastmasters meeting. And when I returned back home, I was on a mission to find another club. The first one I went to was a little bit too small. The second one I went to was a little bit too big. And the third one I went to was just right. I felt like Goldilocks. Without the blonde hair or the beard. One night, after giving a speech, something incredible happened. People came up to me afterwards and said, that was a really good speech. I really enjoyed listening to you. You look good, too. Oh, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. That night, I discovered something about myself. I realized that I had been spending most of my life listening to negative comments and ignoring positive ones. I had been allowing negative comments to keep me from growing. I had been allowing my own negative thoughts to keep me from living. That night, I made a decision that changed my life. I stopped listening to, you can't do that. You don't have the experience. You don't have the ability. You're not smart enough. You need to be practical. You need to be realistic. That night, I decided to become my own best buddy. Best buddies treat each other great. Best buddies speak positively to each other. Best buddies help each other get what they want. My best buddy helped me to discover my passion. My best buddy helped me to believe in myself. My best buddy encouraged me to go after my dream. Today, I own my own business. And I even published a book. All right, self-published, but still published. I live in a bigger condo with soundproof walls. And I'm still single. But I'm still young, I'm only 41. If you find yourself home alone on a give me a call. If you find yourself stuck in a life that you don't want, with thoughts like, I'm miserable, I have no life, I'm all alone, do yourself the biggest favor you will ever do. Become your own best buddy. I sometimes wonder what the world would be like if everyone stopped allowing negative comments to affect their life. If everyone spoke positively to themselves, and if everyone believed that they could live a great life, if everyone felt like this! What a wonderful world it would be.
Silence, please.
And when I called up the tour director, or the owner, and tried to see if I could do this, I said, tell me about this. I'm thinking about quitting my job and just biking for the summer. And he says, we have all levels, and it's just like going out for a bike ride every day. And that helped me along the whole ride. And we would have alternate, we didn't have a choice. We had to bike every day because we had to go to our next destination. And so we had very good weather, thank goodness, but we did have some downpour days. And what was worse than downpour days was the headwind days. Like, you felt like you were biking in place and you had 60 more miles to go. And the only days, we did have a sag wagon, which is a van that follows you, brings our luggage, and we stay in hotels, by the way, no camping. But it's 3 people to a room with your bikes and your luggage, so it's just next step up from camping. And it's motels. And the days that I use the sag wagon, which, if you get really tired or if you fall off your bike, you can, don't have to ride the rest of the way. One day I did fall off my bike, and I was out of commission for a day or two. But the other days that I decided to take the van was only a few, and that was after doing about maybe 75 to 80 miles of hills, up and down, up and down, up and down all day. And I said, I think I got a good workout today. I think I can, call it a day. So, but I did total 3,200 miles out of the 3,700.
What was more of a challenge, publishing the book or doing the bike ride?
Oh, definitely the bike ride.
Tell us about the book, what inspired you, right? That you wrote a book that's entitled Take Your Life and Love It.
Yeah, Take Your Life and Love It, 3 Easy Steps to Creating the Life You Want. And basically it's a very easy read, short, and it's a how-to. And what I did is I put everything in the book that I did to discover my passion and create belief in myself and then gain motivation to take action.
Tell us what you do for a living.
I actually am now starting my own business. I've been getting out there and getting jobs. I'm getting into companies and teaching presentation skills to employees that need to make presentations but don't go to Toastmasters.
And finally, what was the inspiration for your speech? It was entitled, What a Wonderful World It Would Be.
Well, if you ask my fellow club members and friends, you know that I wrote 3 speeches before I came up with this one. And I would write it, and I think I was thinking of something that would be a personal story that the audience would actually benefit from, and I would enjoy telling it. So it just developed into that.
Excellent. Excellent job.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask Chris and Charlie Keene to assist me in handing out trophies to our winners today. Our 3rd place winner today, Jacki Rose. Our 2nd place winner today, John Forsythe. first place winner today, Terry Walter. Photo opportunity here. Anyone wants to please come up and take photos? I now call upon our District Governor, Charlie Keene, to offer our